Hello and welcome to Flat Earth Gaming. This channel seeks to make flat earth theory accessible to the general public, explaining my various flat earth theories while we chill and play some video games. We will also be occasionally debunking some scientific principles in other videos, but this one seeks to lay out the basic framework for my flat earth model. Today we'll be playing an early access game called HROT. That's the footage you see in the background. It's a very good game. It's not one of those broken early access ones. There's a full episode of it that is ready to go. First, I'd like to give an introduction to the basics of flat Earth. The standard globe model we teach in schools states that the Earth is round, and we're kept on it by gravity. However, the contradiction in this is obvious. If there's gravity, how can people live on the bottom or sides of a ball? Gravity would pull down constantly, not change direction based on where you are relative to the Earth. A force that pulls in multiple different directions like that would cancel itself out and end up providing a net zero force. This would mean people living on the bottom of a ball would be pulled right off. Some think that the flat Earth model portrays the Earth as a disk that sailors could sail right off of. This is a misconception. The flat Earth model does show the Earth as a disk, but everything is contained by an ice wall. This ice wall is mistaken for the continent of Antarctica under the globe Earth model, and the Antarctica Treaty actually prohibits non-authorized personnel from exploring Antarctica in order to prevent us from seeing what is behind the ice wall. The UN flag actually shows a rough approximation of what a flat Earth looks like, with the North Pole at the center of the Earth. But why would so many world governments try to hide the edge of the Earth? This is the question everyone asks, as it seems like a costly and expensive task. However, I believe I have figured out why they're doing this. In short, they're trying to hide a danger that's beyond our comprehension. To say they're protecting us from ourselves is only half of the truth. I believe that the people hiding the true shape of the Earth are not only trying to keep us safe from what's beneath us, but they're trying to cover up that anything is even going on beneath us. My drawing here of the flat Earth model will illuminate this. As we see here, pardon my beginner artwork, the Earth is a disk surrounded by a wall of ice that keeps us from falling off the edge. We exist under a firmament, and the sky is patrolled by the sun and the moon, two lesser deities, vassals of the God who created us. The sun is a stalwart and lawful protector, shedding light on the world and keeping us warm and safe. The moon represents a subtler, sneakier energy, often overseeing acts of witchcraft and subterfuge. It is the protector of nocturnal predators, and its mischievous nature leads it to be more morally flexible than the sun. While God has created both the sun and the moon to watch over us in his absence, the differences between the two have caused the sun to constantly pursue the moon. If the two ever collided, reality as we know it would implode. However, the evasive nature of the moon ensures that it is never caught. You'll notice I mentioned that God is absent. Why is this? I have reason to suspect that he is hidden underneath the earth in the abyss below. He is only one of a race I will refer to as the Ancient Ones, and he has rebelled against them by creating humanity in the earth. In retribution, the Ancient Ones stormed the heavens and dragged our God off to the below-earth abyss, a place without light, where the creatures unknowable to a rational mind dwell and perceive things using senses that humanity has forgotten how to use after generations of never having these forgotten senses stimulated. In a desperation effort to save humanity from the Ancient One's coup, God created the sun and the moon using his magic to remain in the heavens and shepherd humanity. The sun to nourish and protect us, and the moon to help conceal us from the probing of the Ancient Ones. If a human wandered off the edge of the earth, he would fall into the place below, to the timeless city in the blackness, the home of the Ancient Ones. Navigation would be impossible in the dark, But if you manage to survive without being detected for long enough, your vestigial senses would begin to awaken. You would begin to sense things the way the Ancient Ones do, picking up on the subtle, unique stimuli that the realm offers. This would allow you to hide, and perhaps even to search for the kidnapped god, kept deep inside one of their unknowable citadels in the abyss. However, such an awakening would change your mind in irreversible ways, and your new abilities would not be enough to fool the Ancient Ones into thinking you belong in their home. Worse yet, now that you're able to sense what is around you in this realm, you're in danger of perceiving the Ancient Ones. A mind fractured by such experiences would never be suitable for a return to the human world, and this is exactly why the Ancient Ones would consider one adapted to their realm to be quite valuable. If they could return a human with a mind that had been so violated to the mortal realm, it would spell the beginning of the end for our world. For these reasons, the powers that control world governments want to keep us in the dark regarding what lies below. They invented the myths of the globe Earth and outer space to keep us from even thinking to explore such a realm. This is both for safety purposes and because they want to keep us from trying to set God free. If our Creator was free and could assume power once again, He would see what the rulers of the world have done to it and strike them from existence in righteous fury. The powers that be know this, and as such have tried to avoid any conflict with the Ancient Ones for any reason. Now that you've been given a primer on Flat Earth theory, it's time to choose. Do you continue to believe what you've been told by your teachers in school? Or do you explore what lies beneath our world?